Hello, I'm Greg Flynn. I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine and an acupuncturist. Welcome to our website, Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. I have been practicing acupuncture for 31 years now. I started out in California, about 5 years at a clinic there, and then I come to Michigan, and I've been in Southwest Michigan, and my family and I for about 25 years now. We love it. I graduated from Emperor's College of Traditional Chinese Medicine in Santa Monica, California. After I got my acupuncture degree, I did a doctorate at Samra University of Oriental Medicine in L.A. Took me about 5 years to get through, but it was really a fun journey. Learned a lot of stuff that you never hear about before. Anyway, one of the common things that my new patients always ask me is, how in the world did you get into acupuncture? Well, it had a lot of events from about junior high school on, but I'm going to skip all that and jump to the two major events that actually opened the door. I was working for Southern California Gas Company, and I was carrying some heavy equipment through a backyard that had high grass. And I stepped in a hole, wrecked my low back really bad. That started a crippling journey for 5 years. I had done chiropractic, which was helpful, but it wouldn't last. I had 3 courses of epidurals in my spine, which are shots in the spinal cord. I had plenty of drugs, had physical therapy. Every time I had physical therapy, I could not walk out, so I finally stopped that. The only thing, nothing worked. The only thing that really did work was double the meds and nod out in a recliner on an ice bag. Well, after 5 years of that, they recommended that I do surgery. Well, actually, I was ready for anything at that point in time. I had a little boy, and I didn't want to grow up crippled, have him grow up with me crippled. So anyway, I'm in L.A. working one day, and I stopped at a phone booth and opened up to acupuncture. Don't have a clue why I did such a thing, but I did. And I went to my closest location at that moment, and it took me into an old neighborhood of L.A. And I got in front of this old wooden house with a wooden porch and a tattered screen door. And I thought, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, so I go up and knock on the door. And this old Chinese gentleman comes shuffling up to the door. And he looks at me and he says, acupuncture. And I could see right then he couldn't speak much English, so I just pointed to my back. I said, pain. Well, he turns around and he walks away. And I'm standing at the front screen door there. And I finally figured out, well, I'm probably supposed to follow him. So I open the door and I follow him through the house. And he leads me into a little bedroom he had set up into a nice little treatment room. And he takes out a little box, very similar to this one. And he pulls out a long needle and he looks at it in the light. And I was thinking to myself, oh boy, Flynn, what did you get into this time? Anyway, after about 6 treatments over a month's time, he fixed me. Never went back to the Western medical community for my back, and certainly didn't have surgery. Well, I didn't just run out and become an acupuncturist, okay? Didn't even think about such a thing. Sometime down the road, I ended up in Santa Monica taking a course in shiatsu, which is Japanese finger pressure. It's a massage, Japanese style. They taught the meridian system that we learn in acupuncture, but you use acupressure instead of needles. Well, I picked that up really fast and I enjoyed it. And one Wednesday evening after class, Kaneka-san, the teacher, is also an acupuncturist, took me aside and he says, you know, Greg, you picked this up really fast and you look like you enjoy it and you're good at it. He says, you ever think about getting into acupuncture? And I said, no, I never thought about that. And then I related the incident with my low back and the acupuncture. And he said, well, you know, Emperor's College is starting their fall session. Maybe you ought to go take a look. So that Friday I went down and talked to the dean. I had all of the educational requirements to get in. I went back the next morning on Saturday and matriculated, and I was there for 5 years. It's been a wonderful journey. Acupuncture and Oriental medicine is my passion. And I welcome you to our site. I hope you will visit some of our other pages and look at some of the other videos we got in store for you. I'm going to be doing some explanations of various techniques and do some demos. I'll be demoing almost everything that I do. I have a Schools In page where I'll be teaching some things that I hope to put most of that on video as well, so you don't have to sit around and read this stuff, okay? We are just in the process of putting together a web store called Blue Sky Nutritionals. It's on this site, and we hope to be offering some superior grade herbs, tinctures, supplements, and other healthcare related products. So I thank you for taking the time to listen, and welcome to the site, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Bye.